Hey everybody, welcome to this webinar of Healy. Today, very excited. Healy, first of all, is the next evolution of holistic health and freedom. And this is how this little device looks like. And we especially dedicate this webinar to all the members in the USA, but also around the world. Why for the USA? Because we launched the USA market just a few weeks ago and it was exploding like crazy. And on top of this, there's a promotion. And Taryn here, she already had the experience in the Australian market just a few weeks before the promotion in Australia and in the USA. And it's been absolutely ballistic. So for this webinar, we really want to show the importance of the promotion and why it's so incredible and what is the Healy effect and what is actually the Healy itself for the people who doesn't know the Healy yet.
Yeah, I mean, the USA had such an explosive growth, like 35,000 people have joined in the USA in just under a month. Now, guys, I saw what happened when we launched this into Australia, a much smaller market, but I saw what happened. It absolutely went bananas. So we're going to
Service crashed. It was just incredible. And now we're in the USA and I mean, you see what's happening already since a few weeks and it's going more and more and more.
Yeah. But let's dive into now really why I guess people are so intrigued with this product and why it has the Healy effect, you'll discover. Okay, over the next 44 minutes, we are going to discover this new category creating product that's really revolutionizing the social selling industry. You're going to learn more about the science of energy, frequency, and vibration, and how this personal device is leading the next evolution of health and healing. You're going to hear real testimonials from people who have had their health and life completely transformed. You're also going to discover how to create 5 or even 6-figure months by leveraging the optimal timing in the market and a high-ticket product that is disrupting several billion-dollar industries. And you're also going to learn about the community that are bringing together thought leaders, industry leaders, healers, scientists, conscious entrepreneurs, all on a mission to really create global impact. So who is this for?
So yeah, definitely for biohackers or wellness professionals that want to optimize their health and performance. I mean, we have seen it the last year, how people really level up by using this device, no matter if physical or mentally, emotional, spiritual, it's just bringing you to the next level. But it's not only for those biohackers who want to improve their life and spirituality or emotional and mental balance. It's also for the people who are looking for the business opportunity. Like myself, when I started the business, basically, you're looking for this unicorn, so-called unicorn product that has no competition on the market, where you really create an incredible income possibility for yourself.
And I guess because we're in that field of energy and frequency and vibration, we attract a lot of really incredible healers and really gifted healers who are now able to really globalize their skill and really utilize the market that they've been working in. They're kind of coming out of the caves, if you like.
Right now, it's a beautiful example because we're holding this webinar from Bali and we meet, of course, all these amazing spiritual people as well, these healers, these Reiki people. And they actually said it's like meditating on steroids. Yeah. It's like what I was meditating all my life for. We can get it now with one session of using the Healy. So it's also for those people.
Yeah, and the online marketers. I mean, when you discover more, you're going to see this is a category creating unicorn product that people really love to talk about. They get very excited about it. So a lot of online marketers are really taking this. It's a high ticket product as well and leveraging it on the platforms they are either making or they already have.
So yeah, basically it is a product for simply everybody, you know, because everybody wants to level up their health. Everybody wants to stay healthy and stay aware and of course create also an income and be independent, for themselves, right?
And I mean, especially at these times, you know, you are seeing now so many people, you know, we're in a really funny bubble right now that's happening on the planet, and people have seen like jobs go and other small industries or whatever go. People are looking to create additional income streams, particularly with a product. So they're really looking for that, and and I think that's why we have such tremendous growth wherever we're going into.
Definitely, especially the last 2 months actually, and also the reason why America or USA is so exploding and why Australia was so exploding, because of the opportunity to become independent and have an income by just sharing an incredible device, which is bringing so many benefits to other people. So basically, we always love to say sharing is caring and caring is loving. So the more you share, the more you care. And if this is good for you, it is good for everybody. So think about it, the more you share, the more income you can create for yourself.
And of course, it's in the wellness space as well. So we get a lot of health professionals that are looking to, I guess, leverage their time, their networks to, and use it personally on themselves. Like we find a lot of health professionals, it's so nice to receive what this Healy does for them too.
Absolutely. All right.
All right, who are we?
Maybe ladies first?
Ladies first. Okay, well, I am 𝗟𝗢𝗓, as you can probably tell from my accent. I'm originally from Australia, living here in beautiful Bali. I am one of the founders, I guess, of Healy. I brought Healy into Australia, and as we said in the intro, it went bananas. It really did. And we were not even planning to launch it into Australia.
Can you tell your story quickly about how that went? I mean, the company said like, hey, can you if you bring 200 Healys into Australia, right, in the first year, or what was the question?
Yeah.
And what happened?
Yeah, they were like, look, we know Australia, it's all the way down under, because, the company's from Germany. So went over to Europe, and they had said, look, we'd be really happy if you could move 200 Healys into that new market. We haven't set anything up yet, but we'd be really happy with that. I think we're about 4,000 Healys in now.
The Healy effect.
Yeah, the Healy effect. It's just completely incredible and changed my life, built incredible community around it, changed my income in an incredible way. I mean, I know between Max and I, we are, six-figure earners.
After a short amount of time.
After a short amount of time.
And that's the amazing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Max. I'm, as you can also probably hear from my accent, I'm from Germany. And I was coming across Healy already a little bit over a year ago. And I tell you the truth, in the beginning, I had no idea what does it mean. Frequencies are everywhere. Everything is energy. And now we have a device which is able to tap into your energy field. Blah, 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 blah. This is way too good to be true. Imagine somebody's trying to give you a device that is basically have a frequency for anything, no matter if it's emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, it doesn't matter. There's a frequency for that. Of course, it sounds too good to be true. But I also learned one thing, and this is the most expensive thing in the world, is to have a closed mind. So you should open your mind in order to listen to the opportunity and maybe figure out for yourself. So this is exactly what I have done. So I listened and I opened up and I used it. And I tried it, and I gave it to my family, and I tried it with friends, and the experiences and the testimonials were so incredible. I'm not sure how much we can talk about this. Maybe we have later testimonials that we can share anyway.
We will. With disclaimers.
Yeah, but the experiences, what people had is just incredible. It's out of the world, right? So I made it to my obligation and my responsibility to share this device as much as I can. And now, 65,000 people later into the business, we did it in a very successful way, and it's just the Healy effect. It's something you can't explain. People just use it, they feel it, and then it's boom. And then they have these benefits, and of course they want to share those benefits to other people. And this is how we do it.
Yeah, it's completely life-changing across every spectrum that you could change your life. And we will dive into that in a little bit. But let's talk about Healy. It was Nikola Tesla that said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And you'll see this quote used a lot within Healy. I mean, the founders and developers and the people that work within the science of Healy really took Nikola Tesla's science and took it to that next level. We're also really talking about energy, frequency, and vibration, which is an incredible space, I guess, to really talk about. We know this has been a real trend. I've really noticed it myself over the last, maybe like 3-4 years, that all of a sudden it's to become common language that people talk about these things. I mean, science now proves that absolutely everything in the universe, including us, is made up of pure energy. And what's so remarkable about Healy is its ability to tap into that pure energy. So let's break that down. What does that really mean? I mean, we are like this solid matter, so it can be hard to think that we're actually these like energy particles that are moving around. The human body comprises of 9 different systems. And so what does that mean? So if we chunk it all down, we start out with tissues and organs, which are made up of cells, which are made up of molecules, which are made up of atoms and then subatomic atoms. And then around that, in waves and particles, we have this beautiful energy. And it's that we're able to tap into. But there is a lot of secrets. There's a lot of magic that happens with this. And a lot of incredible testimonials and a lot of things that we are just not allowed to say because, we're just not allowed to say. Regulations do that. But here's our disclaimer. Healy is a microcurrent device that has been cleared by the FDA, which is amazing, for the relief of acute, chronic, and arthritic pain, for muscle soreness and overexertion. Healy also has many non-medical applications, which they use frequencies for.
Right.
Yeah.
And every market is a little bit different. This is the disclaimer for the USA. In Germany and all Europe, it's actually a medical class 2 device. So we are able to do some medical claims, but however, we recommend don't do any medical claims, and we always love it if people don't put us on the spot and ask us for medical questions.
Yeah, and look, in every market it is slightly different, but it is the same device no matter where you are. Like for us in Australia, it's actually a holistic device that we don't make any claims for, but we've just seen incredible, we still have incredible testimonials.
So how is the whole thing working? So what you see now here, this is the Healy. This is how it looks like. I also have it with me. And the Healy, the special thing about it, it's not only delivering frequencies, and you saw it in the beginning, I was wearing those wires, so the wires are connected to my wristbands, and then the frequencies come in electrical impulses, a microcurrent that will be delivered to my system. Now that's a beautiful thing. However, the amazing thing about it, it's not only delivering those frequencies, but it's also analyzing your whole bioenergetic field. That means it's analyzing your energy in your body, and it checks in what kind of frequency range you are resonating with. And then it only delivers those frequencies. It's basically picking and choosing the frequencies that you need right now the most. So no matter what program you're running, if another person is running the same program after you, the combinations, the durations, all sets of frequencies going to be completely individualized to you. And that's why it's working so well for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, what I love about it is it analyzes, customizes, and then delivers all in one. And someone who, my background is in actually health and wellness, but to have that in one tool is really, it's just remarkable. And for then it to be a personal tool that anyone can use, just completely remarkable.
So yeah, the Healy comes with 144,000 different frequencies. And again, I don't know if you're familiar about other frequency products on the market. I mean, we have though. It's not a new technology. I mean, Nikola Tesla already spoke about it 100 years ago, right? There are different devices. They're huge devices, huge clinical devices with frequencies. But those ones, sometimes they have just one frequency. Sometimes they have 20 frequencies. Sometimes they have a small range of frequencies. Now, this one has 144,000 frequencies. And let me tell you, this is the only one which is actually reading and analyzing your body and then picks and chooses out of this 144,000 frequencies. So how does it do that? There is a quantum sensor in there, which is a little noise generator is answering yes or no questions regarding if you have resonance in your cell, if you have resonance in your energetic body or not. And then it picks and chooses those right frequencies. And the beautiful thing about it as well, it's application based. So basically everybody has a phone, and all you need to do is you pick and choose the program of your wish today, and run the program. And you don't need to do anything. You can watch the frequencies, what kind of frequency is just coming and will be delivered to your system. You can see how long it will take and how the process is, but you don't need to do much more than this. So basically you have your therapist in your pocket, and all you need to do is choose the program of whatever you want to improve in your day, in your life, in your state right now.
What I love about this is it's made it so accessible for absolutely everyone. Like pretty much everyone has a phone, and the fact that we've got this application based and it customizes everything uniquely to you, it makes it so accessible to everyone for anything that they're trying to solve within their body.
And look at the size of it. It's portable. You can just put it in any pocket, right? This is also the amazing thing. So how does it work? So the Healy is working not only on your physical body, as you saw it with the cables before, but it's also going into your mental body and your emotional body through your meridians, which are all the energy lines. And maybe you have heard about acupuncture before. This is exactly where they put these needles in. It's the meridians. It's your energy lines through your body. The chakras. These are the main 7 energy centers in your body. But it also goes to the learning system. So if you working, or you need to focus, you need to concentrate, or maybe you study for an exam, whatever it is, you can use the learning, the memory, the concentration frequencies. It has also beauty. So there's only this one is a huge multi-billion-dollar industry, and we have frequencies on it that you can choose to give you more skin elasticity, make your hair more beautiful, whatever, you name it. We have fitness, wealth, of course, wealth. This is what we're doing right now. By sharing it, we create wealth for us. Connection, because it's really one of those technologies which is not taking the connectivity away from us, because we're all the time on the phone, but it gives us and connects us back to the source. And we can talk about this a little bit later. And of course, it builds relationship. This is why me and Taryn are sitting here, became very, very great friends and also business partners in everything we're doing. And it increases your productivity with everything you do, because when you use the right frequencies, it gives you the right energy, it gives you mental clearance, it gives you better sleep and better mood.
Yeah, and you know what? On a personal level, like right here where it says it works on all aspects and dimensions of the human body and our human experience. So on a personal level, you're able to kind of go to your Healy for whatever it is that you need. From the perspective, though, of opportunity, have a look at all those categories. And I can tell you right now, that is not by any means an exhaustive category. We are disrupting so many industries. As Max said, the beauty industry, the wellness industry, all the different industries, from wealth, from productivity, from biohacking, from performance.
And why is that? Because there's a frequency for everything.
Exactly. Frequency, literally, for everything. All right, what's it look like?
Yeah, so when we say frequency for everything, we literally mean frequency for everything. So what you see here, these are the program pages. When you open your application on the phone, you have all those program pages depending on what edition of Healy you're purchasing. But you can start from pain and psyche, over learning, over fitness. So you, for example, you open the fitness page, what you can see here in the yellow. You can now choose what kind of frequency program you want to use. So there's a regeneration program, there's a deep relaxation program, there's a stamina, a performance, a circulation, a muscle program. So all those programs are really enhancing your ability to perform better, to recover faster, right? Then we have job and sleep. So obviously sleep will help you sleeping better. Job frequencies. If you're fatigued, you use those frequencies and they activate your brain again. Then again, we have beauty and skin. Beauty is just amazing because you get your skin elasticity, your hair, your skin becomes more beautiful, more, you can use it actually for anti-wrinkle, right? You can also use mental balance. Mental balance, we have so many beautiful testimonials by people using mental balance that brings you back into contentment when you have a bad day or anything like that. So we have Meridians 1 and 2 program pages. Again, this is all the energy lines, all your organs, including your skin. We have the bioenergetic balance 1 and 2. That goes really into the organs, into immune system, into different kind of categories. And then not last but not least, we have also chakras. Chakras is just
it's beautiful.
Incredible for everybody who's done meditation, who wants to do more meditation. This is really like meditation on steroids. Again, it's frequency for your energy center. It balances you down, it grounds you, it brings you back to your source, basically. Then we also have the protection page. And the protection is actually interesting because we don't even need to use the cables. You can just use the Healy the way it is, start a protection program, put it in your pocket, or put it next to your bed while you're sleeping, and it's protecting you from harmful EMF. It's strengthening your immune system while you're running through an airport and you have all these toxins coming to you. So there is so much to talk about it. Then, of course, we have the deep cycle, which we just used 3 weeks ago when we did a fasting.
We did our own at-home retreat where we fasted and used the deep cycle to really deeply cleanse and detox our bodies.
And it's just phenomenal. It's really getting rid of all the detox and then it builds your system up again. So this is a real retreat. So
and that one was used for NASA, or developed for NASA,
It was, yeah. It's a Norwegian scientist or institution was developing it for NASA for people who get really exposed to a lot of toxins, so they can clear the system with a frequency. So it's a lot of value, but it's a free program that comes with every Healy because it was a research project. So it will be implemented in all the Healy editions. And last but not least, we have the main and the most generic and maybe even the most beautiful and most recommended program. This is the Healy Gold Cycle. And the Healy Gold Cycle is coming with every Healy edition. And it has 7 different programs on there, from detoxification to improving your immune system, to care, to balancing your whole system, to really being, which is emotional well-being, relax, energy, the word's already saying, and then also release, which is releasing you from tension, from discomfort and inflammation. So as you can see, this is 120 plus different programs you can choose from. And the moment you start a program, the Healy will analyze your bioenergetic field and then picks and choose exactly the right frequencies out of the program for you.
Amazing. But it's not just the Healy, although that's what we spent a lot of time talking about, because this really is the crowning jewel within Healy World. It's Healy and then Healy World. So we have a lot of other, supporting devices and supporting technologies around that. One of the things people often talk about is, how does this truly make change? Well, these apps, the watches and whatnot, they are there to really help support behavior change. And I love that about this, that it's Healy is our crowning jewel, but we have all these other beautiful supplementary products that are around that support what Healy is really delivering us.
It's sometimes even difficult to talk about all this because the Healy already is such an incredible device where we have so much to talk about it, and we try to fit it into 44 minutes today.
We can't.
But
so we'll have to talk about those more in depth in
maybe
we
can mention the watch though quickly. The watch it's an incredible product, which is a standalone product as well, but you can combine it with the Healy as well. So what is the watch? It's basically tracking everything about your system. It can do an ECG, so it's measuring your heart rate variability, your blood pressure, your stress level, and all those things. Now, what are you going to do when you have all those information? Now you have to look for somebody who's giving you maybe advice, maybe a doctor, maybe you Google it, like, hey, what if my heart rate variability goes up, what can I do? Now, the difference between the watch now to all the other tracking devices is the watch have the solution included. So whenever you have your ECG running, the watch will then recommend you and refer you to the right programs and say like, hey, your stress level is way too high. Use Relax, use Mental Balance Acute. Then you use those programs, you do the analysis again and see what happens. And this is the amazing thing. So it's a closed loop.
And it's awesome because it really analyzes your whole day. And so, you know, it's not just in that moment in time, it analyzes your whole day and it has a look at you of what you're really going through that whole day before it decides this is what you truly need.
That's right.
Okay, meet the team. This is one of my favorite sections because I really believe that it's really good to know who's really behind the products that you're selling and the company that you're with. And I just love these two guys. I mean, one, they're very conscious people, and that's really, really important to me. Like, they're really here to drive impact on the planet. And two, you know, whilst we're able to create incredible income within this, that is not what it's really about for these two guys. Like, it's really about creating massive change and bringing something to the planet that, you know, hasn't been able to be delivered in the way that we would have liked to before. As we said, you know, frequencies have been around for a long time, but this technology has been squashed for a long time because it hasn't had the financial backing behind it to really, I guess, make it mainstream. And so this is what's exciting because we have a genius, an absolute genius, combined with this conscious investor and billionaire bringing this to us.
So who are these two people? So Markus Schmiecke, he is the inventor of Healy. But he's not only the inventor of Healy, he's also the inventor of TimeWaver. And now you're also thinking, like, how is this little fashionable device working perfectly like the way it is? Well, it's not only produced and created for the purpose of what we're doing now, it's actually a 15-year-old company, TimeWaver. And TimeWaver developed and created those bigger devices, bigger frequency devices. They are only for doctors and medical or certified therapists and practitioners around the world. And meanwhile, I think we have over 2,500 of those people using TimeWavers. And the experiences and the results and the testimonials with TimeWaver have been so absolutely incredible over the last decade and a bit that the idea came up, like, how can they create something that more people will have those benefits of frequencies around the world. Because think about it, we're sitting now in Bali, and if you want to have the benefits of frequencies, there is a TimeWaver practitioner or therapist, I think in Sydney.
That's our closest one.
That's the closest one. So we can't get those frequency benefits, obviously. So the idea really came up, like, what can we do in order to everybody has the access to frequencies? And this is the invention of this one, right? But Markus Schmiecke, he's not only a genius, as you called him, he's really a genius. He's a beautiful person and has a great heart, but he actually started off as a monk. And that's the interesting thing about him. When he was 18 years old, he moved to India and lived more or less in a temple for 12 years and really understand spirituality, how it's connected to our body, how it's all connected. And after this one, he continued his journey of learning and growing, and now he's one of the most known quantum physics in the world, and he wrote 25 books, he's an author, a philosopher, and he's really the brain behind this technology. So we are very grateful for this guy because it makes us sitting here and speaking to you, it makes you giving the opportunity to eventually have one of those ones into your hands.
Oh.
Yeah, Medical Advisory Board. Christian Halper is coming a little bit later. But yeah, maybe again to explain
because
why.
It's not just Marcus. We've got a whole team. It's a whole team behind us.
It's not. Meanwhile, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But I think these two very important attributes to really explain you why Healy is working so phenomenally good is, first of all, of course, we have that quantum sensor, which is able to connect to your bioenergetic field and then detect what kind of frequencies you should get right now. But on top of this one, we have a huge medical advisory board, and this is exactly those people who use the TimeWaver since many, many years, or even before TimeWaver already used frequency therapy to their clients. So we have Nunu Nina, Dr. Karen McMackin, all these really amazing people who everybody knows in the world who know about frequency. They know those people, and these people with their experience come in and know exactly what kind of frequencies are used for, let's say, inflammation or reduce a discomfort or mental balance or better sleep. So those people come together and put their knowledge all into Healy. So all those frequency programs that you have with a range of a couple hundreds of frequencies, these hundreds of frequencies, they came there because the medical advisory board knows exactly what kind of frequencies we need when we use sleep, when we need sleep. And then the sensor, the quantum sensor, is detecting out of this program those frequencies that you really personalized need for yourself. And that's why it's working so well.
Yeah, beautiful collection of a lot of people that we have around the world that really specialize in this space that we've partnered with. You know, I love talking about Christian Helper because because I always think if you really want to know where a company is going and what the true intention is behind a company, then follow the money, follow the investment of what they're ultimately trying to get out of this. And Christian Helper is a billionaire, maybe 3 times over. We don't quite know, but we know he's a very, very rich man, but also just loves investing in things that truly make an impact on the planet. You know, he invests in green technology. He's a big fan, I guess, of crypto because he loves seeing that people, you know, shift at a different paradigm. And he just is really passionate about bringing frequencies to the world and bringing them to everybody. Bringing them to everyone in a personal device. That's what they're really, you know, wanting to make that technology part of your everyday healing plan or your lifestyle plan. And yeah, I just love knowing that we have such beautiful people with beautiful intentions. You know, Healy has been offered several times now for other people to buy them out. Amazon even offered to buy them out.
Several Chinese billionaires came.
Yeah, because the technology is so incredible, but they were like, no. We know what we're doing with this technology and where we really want to take it, and it really is here to really impact humanity and ultimately to bring us all together. And you know,
it's basically, and you will understand that when you further dive into Healy, why they never sold it is because of intention. Intention is such a big word for Healy, and to have the right intention to do the things you love doing and do the things in order to really change the world, you gotta have the right intention. Selling the company, maybe the intention will change. Using the Healy, you also have to have the right intention, and you will talk about this later.
But let's have a look at some of the people that are using the Healy and some of the testimonials within our incredible communities. We'll go across here. We'll see some like people that are using it for biohacking, people that are using it for better performance, people that are using it maybe in their practice, or also people that are using it just in everyday life, everyday mums and dads that are using it to just help them get more out of life, as well as obviously people that are using it to create amazing lifestyles of freedom and abundance, which is all very, very possible in Healy.
And this is basically the thing that drives us out of bed every morning. Really, we are now in so many different Facebook groups, testimonial groups, WhatsApp groups, and these testimonials pouring in from people really life-changing experiences. Whatever it is, I don't know. Let's watch those testimonials, and you will get an idea. We can, of course, show 1,000 testimonials, so we maybe select a couple
we'll
just
get
today.
A few, yeah.
But you get an idea of what it can do.
Yeah, meet the team.
Hi, my name's Nikki, and 11.5 years ago I was diagnosed with a rare brain condition called intracranial hypertension, which means my brain makes too much spinal fluid and squashes my brain. So over the years I've had 7 brain surgeries and 31 lumbar punctures to drain off the excess fluid from my brain. In November of last year, I had my 7th brain surgery, and the doctors were like, look, we're really sorry, but there's nothing more we can do. The shunt seems to be working, and you're just going to have to live with the headaches and blurry vision and just keep taking, painkillers, Panadine, Fort, and yeah, it all seems to be working. There's nothing much more we can do. And that's not something that I wanted to keep living with. And a friend of mine reached out to me and said, look, I have, this little device that might help with your headaches. And, I really think it'd be great, and maybe you should give it a go. So, being quite skeptical, I went, you know what, okay, I've tried everything else. Why not try this? And so I did, and I'm so grateful that I did, because it's now 18 weeks and it's the first time in 11.5 years that I've gone this long without having a migraine. I've actually had 1 migraine in 18 weeks now, and that was last week after having way too much chocolate. And it was also that time of the month as well, which used to take me out for a couple of days. And yeah, it's, I just literally hooked up my Healy, clicked on my my ear clips and ran the Healy migraine program for a couple of sessions, and yeah, my migraine vanished, which was amazing. It took it from like a 9 out of 10 down to a very manageable 4 out of 10, which is amazing. You know, and I run the anxiety programs, I run the stress relief programs. I'm, you know, doing a water fast at the moment and running, you know, detox and toxins programs, and you know, I'm using it for so many different aspects of my life, which I'm absolutely loving. So, you know, yes, I bought it to help with my migraines, but it's helping, you know, me and also my family in so many other areas and aspects. And yeah, I literally could not live without my Healy now. So I'm so very grateful.
Before Healy, guys, I was already very healthy, but my main intention was to optimize my sleep, was to reduce some tension in my body that I've had for over 10 years, and to actually look after my mindset. Whenever I felt emotionally triggered or overwhelmed or burnt out, I wanted to figure out how I could move through those times more effectively to get back into momentum whenever I feel like I'm stuck in life. And so I was introduced to this through one of my family friends that I've known for over 13 years. I've been using the Healy now for about 5 or 6 months. And what I've noticed as a result of using it is my favorite programs are Mental Balance Acute, totally resets my mindset. It brings me so into my heart and just makes me breathe and stay really grounded. And so I'm a massive fan of the Mental Balance Acute. On top of that, the joints, jaw pain, and the chronic pain I think I use on my jaw here, 80% of the pain is gone. And if I ever get injuries in the gym, I'm able to support them very quickly, and so I can get back into workouts a lot more effectively without pain in my body. So that's been really cool. And lastly, just my sleep. In the past, I didn't have bad sleep, but I didn't have consistently good sleeps. So I've used the Healy now to have really deep sleeps and consistent sleeps, and I'm waking up more emotionally balanced every single day as well, and that's rippling into my relationships and into my work. I'm feeling more me, if that makes sense. And so I now truly believe as the consciousness of the planet rises, Healy has a massive part to play in supporting us emotionally and energetically so that we can transition into a healthier, more sustainable, more holistic society for everyone. So I'm super excited to have Healy, and I'm super grateful. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, my name is Melinda and this is my Healy story. So about 6 months ago, I would say that I was feeling pretty lost in life. My life just didn't look the way that I wanted it to. There was a lot going on, and I would say that I wasn't coping emotionally and mentally. And I was turning to distractions, food being the biggest one. That's been something that I have done throughout most of my adult life as a coping mechanism. So a lot of binge eating, emotional eating, and I've had some other conditions throughout the years. And I found myself back in this spot. My brother told me about this magical device called the Healy, and my gut just said, yes, try it. And I did. And within a few weeks, I started to feel a shift. I found the Healy to be subtle, but really, really powerful. And the first things I noticed was that it helped me regain balance and presence. And it allowed me to drop into my emotions and my thoughts and stop myself from distracting. Which I had never found anything that could help me so powerfully and so quickly within all of the 15, 20 years that I'd tried to battle, this condition. Within a few months, I had lost 7 kilos as a result of, not needing to turn to food again. I wasn't dieting, I wasn't trying, it was just a byproduct. I'm feeling so much more aligned in my life. I have the strength and the courage to sit with my emotions, and I'm just so happy and lucky that I found the Healy. Love to you all.
Hey everyone, Pete Saz here. I just want to share my Healy journey so far. So the past 6 years or so, my entrepreneurial journey has had a lot of ups and downs. I've gone from dead broke to rich, back to dead broke. The past 2 years or so have really left me somewhat disconnected, empty, and really lost. I was just sort of coasting through life, really unsure where I was going and what I was doing with my future. A good friend of mine introduced me to Healy in November 2019. And when I sat down and had a serious good look at Healy, I was completely pulled and compelled by this incredible evolutionary, revolutionary company, product, and device in the area of health, wellness, and freedom. I'm now waking up every day completely determined, passionate, fulfilled, balanced, and centered. I'm incredibly blessed and fortunate to be making multiple 5 figures a month already. So my complete financial position has been changed. I'm incredibly excited about seeing the testimonials coming out from anyone that touches the Healy, and also the freedom and abundance it's creating within our teams and communities. And I'm seeing not just mine, but a lot of people's dreams and goals manifesting at incredible rates. I'm really passionate and excited about sharing the Healy effect with anyone and everyone I come into contact with.
Wow. You see, this is exactly why it's so amazing. Like it's just a handful of testimonials. Now we have thousands of them. And it's not only about physical improvements or mental balance improvements or whatever. It's also the business side, right? I mean, remember Ness, from Australia, like one of her friends, she came and she's actually a singer. She's a singer. She used the Healy, and because she had a nerve damage in her arm and she had problems holding her baby and whatsoever, it's really painful experience for her. And she used it, in her experience, it's life-changing for her. So she went out and said, like, okay, I'm going to try sharing it. And a month and a half after she said that, I get those messages. Max, I can't believe what happened, this and this. I hit 10K a month by selling 23 Healys, or recommending, referring, and make people excited about the Healys. And then I said, this is amazing. And she said, like, this is what I want to do. And now she's completely all over it. How? Just what she's doing is sharing something that is so amazing, so life-changing for herself, and wants to give the same benefits to other people. And by doing that, by sharing, by caring to other people, she creates this amazing income for herself. And this is so beautiful.
Yeah, it is incredible. And we should put an income disclaimer in here. At the end of the day, Healy is amazing. It is incredible. I've been in this space for 7 years now, and I have never seen anything like this. And I have never seen people have hit their income goals as fast as this. But of course, it requires work. It does require you to put effort in. And, everyone has a different level of success, I guess, within Healy, depending on what they do put in. But why Healy? As if hearing those incredible testimonials are not enough. And as Max said, we wake up every single day to a barrage of amazing testimonials, and that's enough just to get you out of bed and keep doing it every day. But why Healy from a business perspective? And that's what we're really going to dive into right now. When people say why Healy, I often think it's like the stars aligned. I mean, you have this beautiful unicorn product. You have this incredible category creating product. This, it's right in trend. It's right where people are so much talking about energy and frequency and vibration. And I also think people are really prepared or really ready or really calling in the next evolution of health and wellness. We haven't seen a massive breakthrough in this space for a long time. And being part of this, we are seeing that. We really are seeing that next evolution. And then, of course, we are this beautiful startup company, but backed by a billionaire, backed with incredible financial backing behind us. And we know, in these startups, of course, there are many that can fail, but they fail because they don't have the financial backing. We've got the financial backing. We've got a product that people absolutely love, and it's right there in the market. It doesn't mimic anything. There is nothing else like it. And so when people ask me why, that's why from a business perspective. From a personal perspective, I just love seeing the impact that this device really does make. We also know that we're right in the middle of a number of different industries. The global wellness economy is a $5 trillion market, and things like wearables and really understanding your own biometrics, that real personalized space, that's where it's all going. And we're also seeing a massive, massive jump in that energy medicine and quantum medicine, which is exactly that's exactly the space we're in.
But also fitness, anti-aging, right? Alternative medicine and stuff like this. It's disrupting several billion-dollar industries, and we can't even tell where to start and where to end. We don't even know. Some of the industries we didn't even think about yet where it's disrupting. Because again, everything is frequencies, and no matter what you can think of, there's a frequency for that. So
I mean, even pets, plants, buildings, spaces, like there is literally a frequency for everything.
Open your mind.
Think how big the pet
think
industry
outside
is.
the box. It's incredible.
It's incredible. Think how much people love their plants now. I mean, they love their plants, and to be able to deliver them frequencies. Wow, we are seeing some incredible stuff. And in the future, we even have things like learning other languages, all kinds of amazing things.
This is just the beginning of something we really can't tell where it's going, but it's probably 100 times bigger than what we're imagining right now.
Yeah, it's amazing. So where are we?
We are basically, if you see that map, we are already around the world, basically. What you're seeing here in the kind of pink color, it's all the countries that are active. So right now, the most exciting one right now is the USA that just opened. But there, of course, there's all Europe, there is Russia, there is Australia now, finally, thanks to Taryn. There's New Zealand, you name it. So basically, there is no limit on growing this global community and sharing it no matter where we are. And this is actually also a funny, maybe little coincidence or story what we have to share. After the Australian tour, we decided, let's make a meeting or two in Bali, right? And then Corona craziness came and we decided, okay, why not start here? And now Bali has Healys everywhere because we can just build the business here as well. We can start sharing it and share the message to more people. So no matter where you are, and the beautiful thing now is also social media. So use those social media aspects. Sharing is caring. Sometimes shoot out a picture. Tell the people what kind of program you're using and what is the experience you're having from it. And it's like we don't sell. We don't sell and we don't convince, but what we ultimately doing is we share and we invite people. And this is what we're doing at Quantum Evolution, right? We're creating this beautiful Facebook group and the platform in order for you guys to invite your people. Use the knowledge what's already there. Use the testimonials that have already been written and share your experience with the moment you have your experience with the community. And the more experience we have, the easier and the bigger this community can grow.
All right, so how do we really get started in Healy? Because I'm sure that there are so many of you going, okay, that's amazing. We get it. This is obviously an incredible product. Obviously, the timing in the market couldn't be more perfect. We have so many people looking at alternative ways to improve their health, alternative ways to increase their income or have other income streams. So how do we actually get involved? Well, Healy comes as 4 different devices. Actually, they're exactly the same device, but 4 different packages of them. So it doesn't matter which one you get involved in, it is the same device, just different packages, different amount of frequencies in each of them.
So yeah, the hardware is obviously the same. The software slightly changes. And as you can see on the slide here, the first program edition, the first Healy edition is the Gold edition. And it comes with the program Gold page, the Gold cycle, what we were explaining before already. The Gold cycle has everything you need basically. It has a generic row of frequencies in there, which is beautiful for your body. Now on top of this one, you can choose one more program of your choice. So you would like to have beauty or skin or learning or fitness, so you can choose this one. The next bigger package is the Healy Holistic Health. So now this one comes also with the Gold and the Deep Cycle and 8 more program pages. Then the Healy Holistic Health Plus has basically all the program pages, all the frequency pages that you have seen before. Now, the difference between the Healy Holistic Health Plus and the Resonance really is the package because it does come with the Analyze app. And the Analyze and Resonance app is something, I don't know, probably every entrepreneur, every frequency entrepreneur, every therapist, it's just...
Yeah, I think if you're in the space of really wanting to optimize your own personal health, then you want the Resonance. If you're in a space of maybe you're a health practitioner and you want to use this in your practice in some way, then of course you need the Resonance. And if you're an entrepreneur like us and you're building, there is nothing like putting this device on someone and having it read and scan them, and it comes up with exactly what's going on in their body for them to actually really, bang, get what this actually does.
This is the incredible thing about the Resonance. So basically, for the people who doesn't know yet, you take the Healy in the hand or put it in somebody's hand, you run the analysis, and the Healy will tell you what frequency program you should use and why. And the people, it's unbelievable. It's that accurate that people usually look at the Healy, say, how the heck is that possible? Then they want to throw the Healy on the floor because they just can't believe it. Then they use the program, they feel the benefits, done. This is it. This is it. And this is why the Healy is growing and growing so much, because of people using the resonance. However, it's also completely okay to use the gold.
And that's a great personal, like if you're going to use that for your own personal health, that's a great package to start on.
The Analyze is really for people who want to dive deeper, play around with it, and of course intend to, to grow the business as well, because it's selling without selling. Putting this in the hand of somebody and it tells you all the things is just like magic, and people just love magic.
Okay, so as we said in the beginning of this webinar, this is obviously really directed towards the USA launch. I mean, wow, it just went off with such a bang. And to really, I guess, get USA going, we have this incredible promotion. And this promotion goes until the 9th of June. So guys, you really want to take a look at this. As Max said, when we launched this into Australia, bang, we just had the most incredible momentum and an incredible amount of people wanting to join our businesses because they really wanted to take the opportunity to get Healy at the best price you possibly can, because it's not going to happen again because we don't launch again. Right, so what does that really look like? What's it look
me?
like?
Okay.
Yeah, you.
So, basically, like we know the prices. For the Healy Gold, it's $470 plus tax. Healy Holistic Health is basically double the price, right? And then Healy Holistic Health Plus is almost $1,500 if you include the tax. And the Resonance, the biggest package, is $2,000, almost $2,500, maybe a little bit less. Now, the promotion allows us, no matter for what package or what edition we purchase, we get a free upgrade to the next bigger package. So, for example, I'm purchasing the Gold. Type in the promo code and I will receive the Healy Holistic Health with all the programs that come with the Healy Holistic Health. Now, if I decide I want to have the Resonance, I basically only need to pay for the Healy Holistic Health Plus, which is $1,500 instead of $2,000. So I can save $1,000 US.
And actually, if you're in the back office and you're wondering how that actually works, or if you're looking at the link that somebody has shared with you to how that actually works, you pop in as if you're going to buy the Resonance, you put the code in, and it's going to come up as the price of the one below. So you buy the one that you're actually wanting, but you're paying for the one that is actually the model below. You're paying the price of the model below, but getting the one of the model up. Oh,
fast start.
Now this is awesome because what's better than one Healy?
I just have one now.
Oh,
but
two.
Definitely two.
I had to loan mine actually to Sarah and borrow it, loan it. And I can tell you, this is one thing. Once you get your Healy, you do not want to share it because you love it. You form such a relationship.
We're all about sharing and caring, but it's tough.
But not when it comes to giving away our Healys.
It's like giving away your baby,
You don't like sharing it. And so this is an amazing way that you can get yourself another device within our Fast Start. So if you were to jump on and get that Resonance, and right now an amazing time to do so because you're going to pay nearly $1,000 less to be able to get that Resonance, you get 3 other people on any of them, whether it's Resonance or Gold, then Healy is going to actually give you a free Healy Resonance. Now that's amazing because then you are able to loan that out to people. They're able to have that experience. As we said, once you get that Healy on people, they don't want to give it back.
So there's 2 ways actually how to get that, right? The first one is, as Terence said, you're going to get that Resonance from the very get-go, but you could also, in theory, upgrade yourself until you get that Resonance to receive the free Resonance. So let's make an example. Let's say you purchase the Healy Holistic Health, which is the second biggest edition. Now you recommend or excite 3 more people to the business or to purchase a Healy, you will be upgraded to Healy Holistic Health Plus, the third biggest package. Now, if you do that again, 3 more people in the first 30 days, it comes to the Resonance. Now you do that 1 more time and you will get a free hardware device Resonance, which is worth $2,500 basically for free in order to share it, to give it to other people or use it for yourself. You can also use 2 Healys at the same time if you wish. And it's a great help because people can finally try what are you really using there.
All right. How to build a business.
Okay.
This is the fun bit. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's have a look at how you actually get paid. So I guess if you've made it this far, you're probably pretty keen on the device and you're thinking, this sounds pretty cool. maybe I'll share it, maybe I won't, but let me show you how you can earn 5-6 figures a month in this. And we do see that. Again, income disclaimer, it does depend on a number of things and the amount of work and whatnot that you put in. But really, I have not seen people earn this kind of money so quickly.
It's very surprising for most of people. But again, not everybody can, because not everybody wants to. But the opportunity is right there, as you can see. The disrupting technology, the Healy effect, the more you share, the more you care. It is just happening to so many people. We have seen it so many times now, especially the last 2 months. Like people just pop up. So I think everybody can do it if they really want to.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the beautiful thing. If you want it, you can have it in here. So let's have a look at the actual compensation plan. We go over it. You know, there is 6 different ways of really getting paid in Healy, but we're only going to go through 3 of them. I mean, there's other ones. There's like a couple of bonuses and things, which are actually incredible bonuses, by the way. But let's not confuse you guys. Let's just stick to the 3 main ways that we really get paid. Now, the first one is this direct bonus. And what is amazing about Healy, it's a high-ticket item. So a direct bonus is if I sell a Healy to Max, then I make a commission on selling that Healy to Max. And yeah, it's a nice, juicy direct sale. The next thing that we have is this dual bonus, what we call, which is really ultimately building 2 teams. So, and I love that about this here, is that we're building 2 teams, and it really promotes a lot of teamwork and collaboration and community. So direct sale, building 2 teams, building two sales teams or 2 communities, however it is that you'd really like to look at that. And then we have layered on top of that this matching bonus. And I love this because you don't often see like this, you know, this dual bonus matched with a matching bonus that goes so deeply into an organization. Like the beautiful thing about a matching bonus is that anyone that you bring into the organization and their people for 4 levels deep, that you actually earn on what they are earning themselves. So dual is like that direct is like the upfront. Dual is like building that residual because you're building these teams. And matching is like the passive, because no matter what kind of happens, if they're still earning in there, then you're earning a percentage off of them. That's about it, really.
Content evolution. I mean, this is what we're doing, right? Content evolution. Again, guys, if you say like, wow, that sounds amazing, and I'm not sure how I can sell. Again, we are not selling. We are not convincing anybody. It is something which is really, as you said it so beautifully before, the stars are aligned. A lot of people are resonating with this. A lot of people are looking for the opportunity. So think in this way. You want to invite people to this opportunity. You want to share this to other people. Think about it. If you don't do it, maybe they get upset with you. Seriously. Because why? If it's such a good, beautiful device and creates all these amazing health benefits, mental balance benefits, and also financial benefits for so many people, why wouldn't you want to share it to other people? Why wouldn't you say to somebody, look at it? And now the Quantum Evolution group, what we created together, collectively, with all the people involved, it is there for us to share experience. It is there for us to share webinars, to share how to use the Healy. What is the best way to create an abundant lifestyle for yourself by using it? So really see it in a way that you want to invite people to this community. And regarding the promotion in the USA, I also want to put it close to you. Really, you need to put this out to a lot of people, because eventually people might hear about it and they would wish you would have reached out to them while the promotion was still there. So we have seen it so many times that people say, oh, can we extend this promotion? And then it was over and the people still bought. So they would have wished to listen to it or to have heard it a couple of days before, sometimes a week before. So really make it your responsibility. It's such a beautiful, beautiful mission we are all in, sharing this device to so many people, and then create an abundant and free lifestyle for yourself as well.
Yeah. The beautiful thing is when you get a Healy, you don't just get a Healy, you get a whole Healy community, and all of us really helping you become successful and sharing this as well. So that's about it. If you jump into Quantum Evolution, you'll actually see a whole pile of other little webinars that we've done, some with health practitioners, some where we really interviewed Marcus with the spirituality meets science. We did one on the biohackers. That was really amazing. That was a really amazing interview.
They're all amazing.
They are all amazing.
No matter where they're from, no matter what kind of business they're following, no matter what is their speciality, everybody speaks the same language.
Yeah.
And the language is frequency, because everything is frequency.
Yeah. It's beautiful, guys. So we really invite you, whoever sent you this webinar or whoever tagged you in this webinar, maybe go back to that person. It's really, really important. This is a social selling model, so we really need to honor those that, you found this webinar from. Ask them for their link. It's really super simple. Ask them for their link. You can sign up, get your Healy, be part of the community, be part of this revolution, be part of this evolution that is happening within this industry. And guys, I can tell you the sky's the limit. Jump on that promo. Like, let's get USA rocking. We're at 35,000 now. Let's make it 50,000. Let's make it 50,000.
Half of all the people, what we accumulated over the last year, just joined through the USA only.
Amazing. All right. I think that's it.
Thank you so much for listening in, and see you soon at Quantum Evolution. Bye-bye.